Hey everyone, it's Marielle and Katz, and this is Sisyphus Reborn. The story of Sisyphus is kind of a sad one. Sisyphus is required to push a boulder uphill for all eternity, and that is his plight and his eternal struggle. So I'm interested in checking it out and seeing what all the hubbub is about. I know nothing about this game, so let's just jump right into it, shall we? Nothing existed, then everything existed. I can never know how it really began. Found myself in a cave. Eventually, I began to sense a faint light at the far end of the cave. This alone gave me reason to go forward, the unshakable hope of escape, of freedom. Left click to move and interact, right click to examine. Click to close messages, so left click to move. Escape key for save, load, quit menu. Okay, so I'm some kind of ghost. The wall of the cave is solid and surprisingly smooth. A dampness permeates the air. What did that say? A dampness permeates the air, making the walls glisten slightly. Alright. What's happening here? The cave is full of stalactites. Some form of liquid seems to be dripping from the floor. To the floor. To the floor? From the roof. There's none of those words I said. I mean... Oh, you can float up. Or no, you're just taking the highest route. Okay, I think you're just taking the highest route. The sprite animation is very simple, so I legitimately thought flying up. Like, look at this sprite work. It's literally just scribbles. It's just a simple game. Can't fit through the gap, and somehow the cave is so narrow that I can't move. God damn it. What did you say? I'm not sure what is creating these formations. They are smooth, damp, and slightly shiny. Guess we don't get to know. I need to find a way to get through. Huh? Can I touch you? Can I touch you? Ski full stalactites, some liquid seems to be dripping from the roof. So this is like some kind of the room situation. These rocks look quite heavy. I don't want to carry one around with me unless I really need to. Well, guess what? Today's the day. Large pile of rocks looks like part of the cave formations much of a collapsed a long time ago as the rocks have become smooth and round. The right mouse button is interact with. Cave is full of stalagmites. This one is almost joined to the stalactite above it. Looking closer, the stalactite has a small crack in it. I may be able to break it off. So, break it! Yeah. Still trying to break with my bare hands. Well, that's why we have rocks. So many rocks. Rocks should be solid enough to break the cracked stalactite. Select items in the top left to use, right click to cancel. Okay. Cool, so it really is just kind of an adventure game with the room style tactics. We did it. Easy peasy. MLG Pro. I'll take it with me? Alright. Surprisingly light, let's take it with. And just this big old rock. What is that? It's just a dot. It's just a dot. Keep going. There's a faint light glowing up ahead. Oh, there's some tumultuous waters to be seen. The cave is closed off on both ends. How on earth did I end up here? This is just a theory. I mean, you see how ghost-like in appearance this figure is? Perhaps it is not a person, but a ghost. And this cave is not a place, but an existence. Like a nirvana. A holding cell. The water is cool and seems to glow slightly in the gloom. I don't feel at all thirsty though, or hungry for that matter. Yeah, just into the flow. It must drain away underground. Oh, what's hole? Hole's too small for me to fit through. It looks like the only way out though. Well, have I got an idea for you? We're just gonna stick that in the hole. I'll see if I can break some off of this weakened rock. That's words I did, whatever. After some time, pieces of the cave wall fall away, and a flood of white light fills the cave. It's so bright that the outside world is barely discernible. It's so bright! It's a Kamehameha-has. Kamehameha! You did it, Vegeta. The outside world. It is so bright, I can't see anything at all. The hole is now large enough to fit through. A vast desert sprawls out beyond the limits of sight. The air is so saturated with heat that the entire landscape appears to be shifting. I unlocked an achievement, beginning to see the light. The grass feels quite tough. I suppose it would need to be to withstand the extreme heat. Indeed. Strange-looking trees. They are all solid and seem almost petrified. I can't tell if they're living or dead. Alright. I must say, the text kind of goes away on its own, even though I have a means of making the text disappear. It just kind of has a mind of its own. Whoa, wibbly wobbly, sure enough. The landscape does seem to have a mind of its own. Hello, it's a digger. Who, where, and so who? Who are you? I am me. That doesn't help me at all. Can't you be more specific? I am me. Very well, I see this is going nowhere. Which is where we are, I'm guessing? Where are we? We are here. What? What is this place? This place is where we dig. Why? Why do you dig? We dig to live. By the way, the font choice is terrible. That E and just looks like an A and Tell me again who you are. Who are you? Amy. Yeah, okay. And I'm leaving. What a statement. Hole in the ground. That explains the piles of sand. I mean, the piles of sand explain the holes. Yeah, that is kind of how that works. You're right in both ways. Just like correcting yourself, I guess. Nothing in there except sand. More petrified trees. There don't seem to be much life in this place at all. There doesn't seem to be much life in this place at all. Sand isn't as slow as it looks. Trying to climb it would just pull it down. Look at that dig animation. That's so vibrant, so lifelike. Would you like some help? I can't get a straight answer to that person over there. Can you tell me what's going on here? I cannot help you. You will need to ask someone else. Please help. I just need to know where I am. What is this place? I cannot help you. You will need to ask someone else. Anything. You don't seem to say anything else. Are you able to say anything else at all? I cannot help you. You will need to ask someone else. I see. So prose a statement instead of a question. If it's a statement, they cannot have the clause about asking. Okay, I've had enough. I cannot help you. You must ask someone else. No, it doesn't even work that way. A hole in the ground. That explains the piles of sand. I mean, that explains the holes. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. Can you... Oh, alright. These stones are quite flat. I don't want to carry one, though. There are no stalactites to smash out here. Ah, jokes. References to earlier times. That thing we accomplished. Alright, buddy. You tell me where we are? You're here. Where is here? Here's where you are. What? What are you doing? We are digging. Why? Why are you digging? We dig to make mountains. Why do you make mountains? We make mountains to fill in holes. The holes that you dig? This is kind of like a purgatory, a meaningless, lifeless existence. Those of you with office jobs know what I mean, am I right? Am I right? Yeah, okay. More tree? Yeah. What have you got to say, Mr. Digger? Talk to me, man. Something. I don't suppose you can tell me anything about this place. I can tell you about digging. Very well. Please tell me about digging. We dig to live. Why live? We live to dig. I see. How about something else? Is there anyone who might know anything besides digging? Digging is all we know. You may try asking the pyramid. A pyramid? You mean that mound of sand behind you? No. There is a shining pyramid out in the desert. I have asked it questions and always received the same answer. I do not understand the answer, but it makes me feel calm. I suppose I will seek out this shining pyramid then. How do I find it? Travel through the desert and walk over the hill with the lone tree. Oh, I'm leaving. Well now. I dare say that is progress. Answers. Over the hill with the lone tree, you say? We better not make a wrong turn. Pyramid should be over the hill. Something else was said. I missed it. Bells. Bells. Yeah, you did it. A bell hanging from the tree. It appears to be made out of the same shiny opaque material as the pyramid. Yeah, you can tell with the texture qualities right there. And yeah. Yeah, same material. Consequently, these are made out of sky. The surface is quite rough to the touch. I cannot find any markings on it. Sounds like bells are playing inside. Glass. It's very reflective and almost painfully bright, yet completely opaque. I can't see anything inside. Okay. Oh, I hate musical puzzles. Couldn't figure this out. Went and looked on the internet, figured it out there, because musical puzzles are hard. I'm tone deaf. I'm sorry. I'm so goddamn tone deaf sometimes. Apologies. The inside of the pyramid seems to be quite dim. The walls must be very thick to keep the light out of the harsh sunlight. Hopefully, I can get some answers in here. Hello, good sir and or madam? Anything in between? Who are you? I imagine you have asked that question many times here and received no useful answer. I'm afraid I can offer no more than they. I am myself, and you are yourself. I am the one that lives in this pyramid who is conversing with you now. Anything more is meaningless. You seem different than the others. I was here before any of the others. Many of them came to me for questions before you. Why you? I was here before them. Did you create this place? No. How long have you been here? I was here before the others. But how long has it been? I was here before the others. This is all I can know. Why? Why are you here? What is this place? I imagine you've had meaningless circular conversations with the others here. I've experienced this over an eternity. I built this place to escape, knowing that only someone with a slightly intelligent mind would be able to play the pattern on the bells. I see. I mean, now I feel extra stupid for not being able to figure it out. Where are we? I feel like I have memories of this place, but I don't know what they are. Where is this place? How did you arrive here? I have been here for an eternity. My earliest memory is being here alone. But let me ask you, how are you able to communicate with me? I don't know. I just can. I know language. I know what a tree is. I know what a rock is. I have memories of a life, but things are here wrong. I'm in the wrong place. I'm sure of it. What you think are memories may simply be instinct. No one taught either of us language, and yet here we are. Are you all memories of this place? No, something else. But as if a dream of a dream. Is this the afterlife? It is not possible to know. And if it were, could you change that? No, I suppose not. But I would have expected something more. More? I don't know. Anything. These subtitles are flying by at a rocket pace. Escape? I'm sure I don't belong here. I want to get out. There is no way out. Once I consider such an action, but I have been here in eternity and tried everything. I have traveled forever in every direction. The empty desert stretches out endlessly. The life we have here is the only life possible. There is nothing here, no reason to exist. We've had but one reason to exist, to dig. I don't understand. You dig holes and then you fill them in again. How is this a reason to exist? We have a choice, to dig or not to dig. We choose to dig. This choice gives us purpose. Really? If those are the only options, it doesn't seem like a choice at all. If you really feel you had a choice to come and see me, did you feel you have a choice to come and see me? Or that any of the others here have a choice? It is only on the surface, a justification. Whether there are options is not relevant. Everyone here might have a path chosen for them in advance. The only difference is no one is aware of it. Perhaps there can only ever be one sequence of events. I disagree. This proves that your statement is incorrect. Assuming this was coded in such a way that permits digression. I disagree. I don't believe you. Are you saying you knew I would come here? I'm not claiming to be clairvoyant. All I'm saying is that once you had come here, this was the only possible path. It is already ahead of you, even though it is unseen. I do not know my own path either, only that it is there. I accept things as they happen, as the only thing that could have happened. But you said the only possibility here is to dig. What about this place? Those bells you made? This is more than just digging. You must understand, I have been here for an eternity. I have built whole cities and watched them decay. Everything turns to sand eventually, and yet we remain. But surely you could build again. Given enough time, everything here decays except for ourselves. Any action repeated enough times eventually becomes pointless. We appear to have no end to our time, so all actions become meaningless. Those bells were not left as an example of what might be created. They are a reminder and a warning to avoid the burden of the inevitable disappointment. There is no end to any of it. Nothing retains any meaning. Great actions ultimately end with failure every single time. The only success possible here comes from... This is the only path to happiness, to live it all. The only way to avoid non-existence is to dig. And what of non-existence? I will take you there. I will show you. Ah, non-existence, I see. Those are the ones that have chosen nothing. What has happened to them? They came here and wait. After a while, they find it difficult to move. Later, they are unable to move at all. Eventually, they cannot communicate, and I believe they are no longer aware of anything at all. Such is the fate of those that choose nothing. I would not wish this on anyone. I suggest you choose to dig. Why do they all group together like that? I don't know. I've seen it happen with many. They simply give up and the will to continue living and come join in a group like this to cease to be. Perhaps they feel a stronger purpose treading a path that is laid before them. Perhaps this non-existence feels like it has meaning when chosen with many others. There are many groups like this scattered throughout the desert. How does it happen? How do they choose nothing? It is not as much a choice as a lack of action. Refrain from any action long enough and you will end up like them. So I either dig for eternity or face practical non-existence for eternity. I can't say I'm overjoyed with either option. What is out there in the desert? There is nothing more. Travel too far and the heat becomes too intense. You cannot see. If you go too far, you may never come back. I will leave you now to consider and make your choice. I hope you choose to dig. If you do, come back and see me again. If not... Jesus, it really is a purgatory. Non-existence of nothingness. This person does not respond in any way. Though they are moving, there does not appear to be any life in them. Existence with no meaning, and meaning with no existence. I've been here, amongst these people before. If I go too far, I may never come back. By which I mean, I've done nothing, and this is how you feel when you do nothing. However, I've also been over here with the diggers before. Action with no meaning feels meaningless. You are back. I presume this means you have chosen to dig. Is that really all there is to do here? This is the only choice we have. We either dig or we end up like those brain-dead souls you just saw. Is there no way to escape this place? Is everything here really satisfied with this existence? There have been others like you. Many came to me hoping for answers. I could not help any of them. Some of them wandered off into the desert and were not seen since. Others chose nothing. Where did they go? Does this desert ever end? No. I have traveled in all directions for an eternity and found nothing. Eventually, I returned to where I had started and remained, as this was the one place I felt I belonged. A place you belonged, Is there a way to escape through the sand? How far down have you dug? I have dug as far as possible to dig. The bedrock below the sand is stronger than the rocks we used for our tools. To try to break it is futile, and there is nowhere to go. To dig is meaningless. It is a futile action. To do nothing is meaningless. It is futile to be inactive. Can I just choose something else? Or is dig simply activity with no meaning? Can I not dig? No. We saw from earlier, they quite literally mean dig. I'd rather do something with no meaning than nothing at all. Having been here, you disappear. Again, with that crowd, you slowly stop being you. No. I too would not wish that on anyone. If between these two options, if given no other option, I choose to dig. The rebellious spirit in me says no to either. But to remain here is to do nothing, so the only option is to dig. Dig it up. Well then, assuming I want to dig, how do I even do this? I didn't wake up here holding a shovel. Everyone here has made their own. There are a few instinctual process knowledge that is make your own freaking shovel, man. You know how. How to create a shovel, how to dig a hole, and then how to fill it again. So you're saying that if I don't know how to make a shovel, I am the least intelligent being here? That's not what I meant at all. But it certainly makes you an anomaly here, more so than myself. I do not doubt your intelligence, but I question your sanity. Well, if digging holes and filling them in again for all eternity is considered sane here, I think I'll happily call myself a madman. Yes. How do I make a shovel? Ah, you have chosen to dig. Not yet. I just want to keep my options open and have as many choices as possible. Hear, hear. Which is 2, apparently. A shovel is very simple to make. Simply take a branch of any tree, a flat rock, and tie them together with grass. Of course, trees, rocks, and grass seem to be the only objects in this desert. Will you dig? Dig. That word doesn't even seem real anymore. Yes, I'll dig. I'll dig my way right out of this place. I would not recommend that. Others have tried. They get so far down and eventually give up and become frozen far down in the bedrock. There is really nothing down there. I'm going to try anyway. There must be a way out of here. Although I admire your spirit, I am also saddened by it. I have been here forever and have tried everything. I am speaking honestly when I say your only choice for happiness is to dig. That may be true, but I at least need to know this for myself. I have to try. Very well. I wish you luck. If we never meet again, I hope that you manage to find peace in this world. Very well. Let's bounce. Such as it is. Questions. Questions that remain unanswered. How did we arrive in such a place? We just began existing. This tree is a bit too small. I'll try one of the bigger ones. to make a shovel? I suppose. I need a grass, sir. Do you know where I can find any grass? Grass grows in your caves. Thanks. I mean, I'd say I'm a bit surprised to find a useful answer. Useful answer? Your answer. It was useful. Useful answer? Oh, never mind. I'm leaving. I'll snap a piece of a branch off. Good. Already have a piece of tree with me. Okay, dokie. So, we are dooming ourselves to dig, are we? Rock pile. These must be the rocks collected by the diggers to make shovels. Take one with me. Question. They dug down, ever down. They've wandered ever sideways. What about up? Up seems to not have been as verily explored. Barely? What did I say? I don't know. I'm talking gibberish now. The madness of the situation is compounded entirely. I'll take a piece of the grass. This is your cave? Grass seems almost petrified too. Now that I have everything I need to make a shovel, I'll just combine these together. So I suppose I dig? How about in here? This could be the place to dig. This is where I'm supposed to dig, but I missed it. Oops. I just wandered around for a little bit musing. Be the place to dig. I mean, why not? Why not make it the place to dig? Water isn't flowing in from outside. It must be coming from somewhere within the rock. This is where I began existence. Why not dig here? Rock is too hard. There is no way I can dig through this. I need to find a weaker spot in the cave. How about here? Can't use the rock with the shovel. I can't use the shovel with the rocks. Rock is too hard. How about here? Right? The water. I didn't know how to shovel before. Now I do. Looks like a little spoon. Drink up, little man. Bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Rock is too hard. There is no way I can dig through this. Alright. Let's just biggie the bounce. How about here? I missed what that said. Find somewhere of my own to dig. The appearance may be unusual, but I feel like we all arrive here at some point. I don't want to dig someone else's pile of sand. Why? It's all meaningless. Right, you dig that hole. Digging this hole is going to get you nowhere. Well, literally nowhere. Talk to me, man. Help. Digger, please. No. That was also highly inappropriate of me. I shouldn't have gone there. I want to dig in that hole. I'll get trapped down there. Will you dig yourself out of the hole, silly? Perhaps dig up. Dig. Pierce the heavens with your shovel, my friend. Sand, huh? Dig it. I don't want to dig someone else's pile of sand. This is really all there is here. I had to think of something else. I should go back to where it all started, to my cave. Yeah, that's what I thought. I guess once you've dug so many times or for so long, seek something else in your life. Again, that's how it was with me. I did nothing for so long that I sought something. Anything. I guess in this world that would be digging. But then you tire of that and it feels like you're doing nothing. And in the end, you really are just doing nothing. So you struggle to find something. It's too hard. How about here? Okay. How about here? Well, we can go where it literally started, which I believe is in this vicinity. Don't need another rock. These rocks are too heavy to use with as a shovel. I already have a shovel anyway, and I don't want to dig up this pile of rocks. Alright. There's no way I can dig this. Okay. The wall of the cave is solid and surprisingly smooth. A dampness permeates the air, making the walls glisten slightly. A large rock. Looks like part of the cave formation must have collapsed a long time ago. Yeah. This could be the place to dig. I remember seeing that earlier. Rock is too hard. There is no way I can dig through this. I need to find a weaker spot in the cave. Damn it, dig! Perhaps the water has weakened the rock. Might as well try digging here. Ah! The cave floor, weakened by the water, breaks away with little effort. Progress is slow, but aided by the continual flow of water. Progress is made, I assume. I had made a choice, and that felt real to me. Whether my hand was forced or guided by a higher power, whether there were other choices possible or not. None of this mattered anymore. I had ventured on a path that was now mine. It was bound to me, and I to it. The path is my own, and nothing could change that. I would follow to the end, and know that I had lived. Sisyphus Reborn. Well, I get the connection now. Constantly pushing that boulder uphill. A never-ending struggle. So meaningless. But this was entertaining. And it looks like it was relatively simple to make. As far as simple first run at making a video game, I'd say this meets it. What do we have here? Heard that thunder crack. That's been Sisyphus Reborn. It's available on Steam. It's free. If you want to check it out for yourself, see what other options lie to you, I recommend it. It's a very simple point-and-click adventure game. Perhaps you'll find your own meaning out there. Or will you choose to dig? I'll talk to you folks later. Till next time.